Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into a really profoundly significant and frankly painful chapter in South Korean history.
The Gwangju democratization movement,
Exactly, often called 5.18. But our focus isn't just a historical recount. We're exploring Han Kang's incredible novel, Human Acts.
which is Yu in Korean, the boy is coming.
Right. And this book, it's not simply history laid out, is it? It feels much deeper.
Oh, absolutely. It's a deep, raw exploration of human suffering, the fight for dignity, really.
And memory, too. How memory works or haunts after something like this.
Precisely. So our mission today with this deep dive is basically to unpack how Han Kang uses these diverse, interconnected perspectives.
All these different voices.
Yeah, to really illuminate the lasting impact of the Gwangju uprising. We want to invite you, the listener, to confront some pretty essential questions about humanity, about remembrance.
And try to pull out the most important nuggets of insight from this powerful source material.
That's the goal.
Okay, so let's dive right in. The novel plunges us, pretty unsparingly actually, into the chaos through the eyes of Dong-ho, a young middle school student.
He's our starting point, and it's his innocent perspective that makes the brutal reality hit so hard. It feels intensely visceral.
You can almost picture it. Martial law troops marching in, the sounds, gunshots, screams.
It's immediate, shocking, an immersion right into that moment.
And Dong-ho's specific role becomes just harrowing.
Yeah. He's looking for his friend, but he ends up at the provincial office, the Docheong.
Which became this sort of central tragic place.
Exactly. And there, Han Kang describes so vividly how this young boy helps collect the bodies.
And cleans them
Like
meticulously and identifies them for the families.
It's that youth, the innocence contrasted with this horrific task that really amplifies the brutality. It makes you, as a reader, feel it directly.
And there's something about the way he cares for the dead, too.
Right. It's meticulous, almost ritualistic. It's presented not just as a duty, but as this act of profound human dignity.
In the face of just utter dehumanization.
Exactly. But Han Kang doesn't just stay with Dong-ho.
No, she broadens the lens.
Mm.
And the structure she uses is really interesting.
The omnibus format.
Right. Explain that a bit.
Well, it means it's structured like a collection of distinct stories, but they're all interconnected. Each chapter gives you a different character's viewpoint on the same core event.
So it's like a symphony of voices.
That's a great way to put it. It moves beyond Dong-ho, shifting between people who experienced the uprising, some who died tragically, and some who survived.
And that structure is key to its impact, I think.
Absolutely. It creates this multifaceted picture. For instance, we hear from a female editor.
Who worked with Dong-ho at the provincial office.
Yes. And she reflects on his purity, but also the lasting aftermath of his death.
So it's not just about his loss.
No, it shows the ripple effect, the unbearable weight of memory for the survivors, how that trauma of 5.18 just echoed through their lives for years.
Decades, even. I found the shift to the tortured student's perspective incredibly difficult to read, but so powerful. It felt almost unvarnished. Why include that level of brutality, do you think?
Well, it feels very deliberate. It's this chilling, raw look at how state violence operates. It's not just about physical pain, though there's that, of course.
It's about breaking someone down completely.
Exactly. Erasing identity, erasing humanity. The unimaginable torture described, it illustrates how a whole self can be devastated.
Yet there's a sense of survival.
Yes, even in that broken state. The very act of surviving hints at this incredible, almost unbelievable resilience of the body and the mind. It forces you to confront the absolute limits of human endurance.
And then Han Kang does something quite unique. She brings in the perspective of the spirits of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Some might find that maybe jarring in a historical novel.
Mm-hmm.
How does she make that work? Does it detract from the reality?
That's where you really see her philosophical depth, I think. These souls, they reflect on their past lives. They observe the present.
So it adds another layer.
It deepens your understanding, definitely, of their unjust deaths, yes, but also the pain of those left behind. It's poetic, but it doesn't soften the reality.
How so?
It kind of challenges our neat categories of life and death. It suggests the trauma is ongoing, that remembrance isn't just history books. It's acknowledging this continuing presence, an invisible reality.
Wow. It makes it more universal in a way.
I think so. It connects the specific event to a broader human experience.
We also get the voice of a surviving writer, presumed to be the author, maybe.
It feels very close, yeah.